What we wanted to talk to you guys about today is how to look your best in photos. So Rachel's going to share some tips from a photographer's point of view, and I'm going to share some makeup tips so you can look your best in your next photo session. Rachel is an island photographer. We've worked a lot in various weddings. We've done some styled shoots together that have been featured in Style Me Pretty and Wedding Chicks and Wedding Bells and
tons of others.
Yeah, so we have a lot of mutual clients, and it's also fun to work with somebody who has a really creative mind and outlook on things. So we're going to learn from Rachel on some tips for you guys on how to look your best, and then I'm going to discuss the makeup tips. And you're going to notice that this is a different surroundings than I normally record in, and that's because it's a sunny day on PEI, which seems rare lately, really. But anyways, I think we almost hit 20 degrees Celsius today, so we just had to take the camera out and record on beautiful PEI outdoors. So I don't know about you guys, but when I know I'm getting a photo done of myself, the first thing that I think about is, what am I going to wear? So that's the first thing that I always plan. And I just wanted to know, is there something that looks best in photos in terms of what you wear? Or
what I usually try to tell people is to wear something that is going to make them feel comfortable and make them feel naturally themselves, so that they won't feel out of sorts, because the more natural they look, the more natural the photos will look. I usually try to tell people not to wear logos on the front of their shirts or anything too busy, stuff like that. Try to complement each other, but not necessarily match.
Okay, that's good. Now, people who wear eyeglasses. My husband wears eyeglasses, and that's always something that he never knows. Like, should I be wearing my glasses in a photo, or should I be taking them off? So what are your thoughts about that?
Again, it would go back to being naturally in front of the camera. If you don't have your glasses on, two things can happen. You'll feel awkward. Number two, you could trip. Or you could fall. Yes. So if you cannot see with your glasses,
then you have black eyes.
And I can't help anybody. So what you need to do is, again, feel comfortable. If you feel like you wear your glasses all the time and you feel like that's a normal thing, then I think you should always wear them in photos. Most glasses now have anti-reflect.
So that's
stuff
not an
on
issue.
them. So
it's not, you're not worried about glare or anything like that?
Not at all.
Okay.
Every situation's different, but usually it's not a big deal. And I'd rather people feel themselves in front of the camera than not.
Yeah. If you're getting a group photo taking, like sometimes in the summertime, there's lots of families who want to get their photos taken, a great big group. And I know when we took my family pictures, there's 5 kids, my mom and dad, and then now all of us are married. And we all have kids, and so the last photos that we had taken, we all had same colored shirt on, same kind of colored bottoms.
Yeah, I'm not so much for that.
Yeah.
I'd rather have everybody, again, compliment each other, not so much necessarily match each other. I'm not really one for white shirts, jeans, or everybody in the whole shoot wear like black or jeans with black shirts or whatever. It's just not. I'd rather, again, have complimenting rather than matching.
Yeah,
I think it just makes better. Like if one person wears navy and the other person has a striped shirt on that has navy in it, and just some different variations of it, but just more of a kind of a compliment than match.
Yeah. What would you say are some of the biggest advantages of hiring a professional photographer for some of life's bigger moments, like a wedding or anything like that, really?
I usually try to tell people, especially for weddings, is that a professional is there to do their job. They've done their job. They've proven that they've done their job many times. They have the experience. They have the knowledge of different situations. What if it rains all of a sudden? What if it's sunny? They have backup plans. They have all of this. Instead of maybe per se someone who this is their first wedding, it would be very scary. And of course, I mean, my first wedding, I threw up outside the church.
Did you?
Yeah, it's very nerve-wracking.
I feel the same way with my weddings too.
It's scary.
No matter how many weddings you do, you still feel nervous because it's someone's
biggest special
day of their life. Yeah.
So it's someone's biggest day of their life. Are you going to let someone practice on your biggest day of your life? Yeah. To me, it's just an instant answer. Like you really should try to check into people who have proven their path in weddings and such and photo shoots and stuff. Like you wouldn't want, like just because I did my own makeup once in my life, does that make me a professional makeup artist?
No, because I'm going to talk about too some tips and tricks about makeup in a little bit, and it's the same thing. We're all professionals, and professionals have techniques that they know how to. Everyone's different too. Like everybody has different skin conditions or whatever, different issues and different needs that needs to be addressed. And as a professional, we know how to address those, right? So, yeah. So I'm going to talk about some makeup tips to help you guys look your best in photos. And it just seems to me like summertime means like tons of like photo opportunities. Just seems like there's like either you're in a wedding or you're going to a wedding or family reunions, family photos. There's just, the camera is out and you want to look your best. So if you know that you're going to be getting your photos taken and you're getting ready, this is the day to skip your sunscreen. You do not want to put sunscreen on today. Maybe you can, if you're going to be outside at an outdoor event, maybe don't put it on at first, get your photos taken, and then you can put it on after the photos are taken, but you don't want to wear it first thing until the photos are done, because there's light reflecting properties in sunblock, and when a flash from the camera hits your face, it creates what I like to call flash face. And basically what that means is that in photos your face appears lighter than the rest of your body, and it's not really nice.
No, it's not flattering.
You'd want to avoid that. Now when it comes to foundation, the foundation that I recommend and that looks the best in photographs is a matte foundation. And the reason why is because, again, other foundations that have like light reflecting properties, it does the same thing that sunblock does. So when the flash hits your face, it creates light reflection, and in the photos your face looks lighter than the rest of your skin, and that's not a look that you want. So, but the thing with matte foundations is that it can sometimes make, or it does, make your face look a little bit one-dimensional. It kind of creates like a flattened face. And again, not a great look. So what you want to do is, it's a little bit more work, but it's worth it in the end, where you need to highlight and contour is really important. So you want to highlight all the high points of your face, like your cheekbones, and contour to create all those dimensions to make your face look its best. False lashes. These are my favorite false lashes. They're called velour lashes. And it's a Canadian company. This is my favorite lash here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but they're called Complete Me. And Rachel's wearing some false lashes today. I didn't have time to put lashes on, but it just opens up your eyes incredibly in photos, and it's just, it's the best thing ever.
Lashes definitely are a must. Definitely.
It just really completes a look. It opens your eyes. It just brings focus to your eyes, and you just have to trust me on this one. You just have to do it.
And I definitely recommend using lashes in photos. It definitely makes your eyes, it makes them pop.
Yeah,
it just makes them
really
complete
does.
Finish.
Yeah.
Nice pop to them.
Take care of your lips. So this is kind of pre-photo work that you have to do. Like the week leading up to your photo, you want to moisturize those lips. I like the Blistex lip balm, but whatever lip balm that you like, whack it to those lips. And if you have to, if they're really dry and chapped, a little exfoliating trick that I like to do, and it actually tastes really yummy, is to take some brown sugar and just put a little drizzle of olive oil just to kind of make it moist, and then rub it on your lips, and it takes off all the dead skin cells, and it tastes really good if you happen to get any in your mouth. So it's a good incentive. So take care of your skin too. So you need to keep it hydrated by drinking lots of water an entire week before the wedding. And this is very important to brides because they're stressed and they have a lot of things to do, but the number one thing, well, sleep and drink water. Hydrate and drink water. That's going to help your skin so much the day of your wedding or whatever big event that you're planning to get photos done. If you have really dry skin, make sure you're moisturizing day and night, and if you have to in the middle of the day, moisturize in the middle of the day, just so that your skin is nice and prepped for the day of. And if you have to exfoliate, exfoliate, but make sure it's probably maybe a day or two before your wedding, just to make sure if there's any flare-ups that you have time to calm your skin down. And the last tip that I have is to smile. You have to smile. Some people, I think, get so nervous.
Yeah, they do get nervous and tense, but usually my ridiculously makes them relax.
I can attest to that, actually. I hate getting my photos done. And I was so nervous the very first time I had a photo shoot done with Rachel. And it just seems I'm so much more comfortable behind the camera than in front of the camera. And
we definitely all are.
yeah.
Usually the shoot's done before people even notice it even happens. So
it really is.
that's why you need to just stay in the moment and kind of take a look around and see what's happening and smile and take it all in.
That's great advice. Thanks,
Yeah,
Rachel.
Thanks. You're welcome. Thank you.
So yeah, I hope you found those tips helpful, and I hope they help you look your best the next time you have a photo shoot. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Here's your Skittles.
Good. Do you want one? I'll have that one then.
Cute. You should be sitting right in front of us, right down there.
Want some popcorn for the movie? That's hilarious. So we've got 3 people all lined up here, 3 little beautiful girls all watching our video.
I wish I had curly hair like you.
Really?
My hair looks so flat. Here, my face.
I know, this one keeps going over here. Hello, okay.
I hear the odd car go by. Hey neighbor.
Tricks.
Tips and tricks. Okay.